Okay, and now it's time for my instant reaction to Free Guy. So I just did my instant reaction for Jungle Cruise, doing the videos back to back, saw a double feature. Didn't have time between them to record, so technically I've had some time to think about this movie while I was doing the review for Jungle Cruise. Whatever. Free Guy was great. I was really looking forward to the movie when I initially, saw trailers for it and stuff. I mean, who doesn't love Ryan Reynolds? And this movie was just painted with Ryan Reynolds. But it was... I expected to like the movie. I expected to think it was funny. And I expected to think it was genuinely good. But after watching the movie, I think it was genuinely great. I mean, it's not like a cinematic masterpiece or some pretentious garbage, but I mean, it was really, really good. It was hilarious from start to finish. It didn't do, and a lot of movies have been getting away from this, thankfully. All of like the early 2000s, all the 2010s, like every comedy movie has to have the point where it gets sad for a bit, like every rom-com is like, oh, ha, 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 we're having a good time, Fallout, and I mean, this did have like a little bit of like sad and serious, but it stayed funny during that part, and it was super brief. Like normally in comedies, like the sad part's like a third of the movie or something, but it was fairly brief in this one. Overall, it was just funny. It was well crafted. Like the acting was really good. I'm a big fan of a lot of the actors that were in it. A lot of them I've never seen before. The main, I'm blanking on his name, but like the main dude, like in real life, one of the like makers of the game guy. I just saw the movie, can't remember his name, but I don't think I've seen that actor before. Maybe he looks a little familiar, but this movie like could have launched this guy's career. He didn't have like a lot of impactful roles, but I thought he did super well. So that's cool. But yeah, so this was in a lot of ways kind of like what Ready Player One was trying to be, taking place in this video game world, and it did have like a lot of good like pop culture references thrown in, but it wasn't about them. Like Ready Player One, I could do like a 30-minute video essay about the book and the movie and why I don't like them. But like basically Ready Player One is like a fan fiction. It's appealing to the people who want to see like the references through references, whereas Free Guy is like a good movie without a single like real life pop culture reference. You don't need any of them, but they're sprinkled in there to make it better. Like a couple minutes into the movie, just in the background, you see a Scorpion tank from Halo just plowing over a car. No attention's drawn to it. It doesn't matter, but it's there in the background. Cool. And then later on in the movie, there's like a couple references that are like very explicitly done, and like they're like relevant, like they're happening in the movie. I'm not going to spoil them because they were hilarious, but because they weren't so frequent like in Ready Player One, because they're not constantly there, it made the references impactful and good. And then like they kind of layered them, like, with COVID and stuff, I didn't see a lot of movies in 2020, and I haven't seen a whole lot yet in 2021, but definitely like one of my favorite scenes of the past 2 years with that very limited bit was in this movie, toward the end. It was just so good. Yeah, I would recommend, obviously, I think the movie's rated R. It's definitely not for kids, but it's not like, I say kids like children. I think most preteens, and definitely all teenagers, like this movie's fine. Like if you think it's not, grow up. It's not particularly bloody. There's no gore. There's not a whole lot of cussing. There's some, like, now that I think about it, if it's rated R, like, how? You know, no nudity. It's got to be like PG-13 or something. I should have checked the rating. I don't know. But I would recommend this movie to, like, everyone. It was good. If you like video games, good movie. If you like Ryan Reynolds, good movie. If you like having a good time, good movie. So yeah, if you want to not have a good movie, but have a great movie, watch this.